Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Now, some people have complained that this show has become a little bit camp lately. I don't know what they're talking about. It's not like... I am what I am. Really? And what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck. Sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. It's one like that. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Is an exclusive?
Girls have a baby, it's the worst pain in the world. I said it's not. We kicked in the buttocks is the worst pain in the world. Because when girls have babies, they always want another one. I've been kicked in the buttocks before. I don't want another one and kicked in the buttocks, you know what I mean? But the worst pain in the world, but they always want another one. I've been kicked in the bollocks. Don't want another one of them.
I remember the exact day and time and the field where I was standing when some defender went to do a clear of the ball and I had legs open.
He
just
went there,
boom,
boom.
Out, just on the ground.
Your bollocks are like that. And when it stays there for that second, the ball hits there and goes boom, and then it drops.
It's that crazy.
And no one can touch her. Don't touch. They come on with a cold sponge. No. The cold sponge goes, your cold sponge, your bollocks are like that. It hurts even more.
Right, so as we know, the final is on Friday. There's only 3 more sleeps. But here is how the housemates are winding down.
Big Brother has got you all in here today just to answer a few questions for Big Brother's Bit on the Sides. How are you feeling about the final week?
We love the final.
We made it to the week.
Made it.
But we don't want it to finish.
Just him.
Rylan doesn't want it to finish.
We're ready.
Out of the previous evicted housemates, who would you bring back for the final week?
Kathy Bill.
And Gillian.
How much will you miss the Big Brother experience?
I can't even answer that.
He's going to start crying.
And I'm very thankful for the experience, but I'm going to be glad when it's done.
I think we can all say the same.
Here.
Yeah. Well said, Ryan.
I disagree.
I miss sex.
Trust you, Raisin, was it?
What's more important, the Big Brother experience or winning?
Winning.
Both, really. Oh, the experience has been amazing. It's been unbelievable.
There's never any time in your life that you're going to ever go through this. Even in prison, they've got tellies.
Who will you stay in touch with?
Oh, it stinks in here.
Well, these guys are planning on getting a horse together.
We're going to get an horse.
Frankie's going to be our little jockey and our
We're going to get an horse.
We're all going to be millionaires.
And we're going to call it BB Bonanza, if we're allowed to name the horse, but him and his rules. And then we're going to all meet up, like, whenever our horse is racing and wear nice little hats and all bet on it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
So if, like, you know, if Emma or Brian want to get in on the horse...
Yeah, if you want to come in with us.
Does someone shit themselves?
I think someone's trying to
No, I
dog
think
shit.
it's Frankie here.
Housemates, you're free to leave the diary room.
Oh, so much bollocks.
On Friday, but let's not forget the small matter of tomorrow's eviction, and we can, I believe, exclusively reveal that it's going to be a double. And the housemates don't know. Yes! That's always good. So 7 will become 5, but who deserves a place in the final the most and who needs to go? In the interest of fairness, they will each get a minute of discussion, after which we will hear this old favourite. Is that you?
No, it's not me.
OK, should we start with Frankie? That's a good place to start, I think. Let's start the clock. Patrick, has he kind of went quiet. Has he come back to life, and do you think he will survive?
And almost. It's a little bit kind of too little too late. Which is not a personal mark, but yeah, he's not going to go all the way. We like him. It's been good for his public image, nice, but no. He might go tomorrow.
Cheryl, do you think he'll fall at the final hurdle?
I think he'll fall over his own shoes, basically. He was big in the beginning and he's gone littler, hasn't he?
He has.
He's got a good. He can do panto next year.
Did he live up to your expectations, Hugo?
Well, I mean, he's quite a charismatic guy, and I don't think we've seen enough of him. You know, he's so charismatic when he's on the race course, and you know the way he jumps off the horse. I kind of wanted him.
I think that's the thing, isn't it, as well? Because of the big characters like Spidey and Ryland, maybe some of these characters didn't have the opportunity to shine quite so much. Right, should we move on to Claire? That's Claire from Steps, everybody. Do you guys expect to see Claire in the final?
Yeah!
That was a very firm no from you.
No, I'm going to say no. She needs a personality, to be honest. She's very dull. No. Even though she's Claire from Steps, like, she's going to get...
Being Claire from Steps,
she'll get a mum's vote.
I think
she'll get a mum's vote, that's about it.
You what?
I think she is dull, but I think with the popularity vote with Steps, she's going to go through to the final because she's TV gold.
They've made a big comeback, haven't they? They've had their reality show and everything. Will Lettergate help her? Will it push her through? She's kind of had a storyline at the end, Cheryl.
I think that it won't help, unfortunately. No. I think there's been too many emotional traumaticness of it all, to be quite honest.
But doesn't the traumaticness and the emotions of it make it slightly more endearing? Like Hugo, you cried.
Yeah.
And the snoring has made us stop on that note. Let's move on to Razor. Hugo. You just fell short of the final on I'm a Celeb. How do you think Razor will deal with it if he doesn't get through to the final?
Well, I mean, he's a professional athlete, so, you know, he wants to win, so...
Yeah.
Or he was a professional athlete.
So he's probably not going to deal with it very well.
Yeah, he's packed so he may comfort eat his way out of it, I don't know. I think he deserves to win. I think he's been the most charismatic person.
Do you like Razor? I love Razor.
Yeah.
What do you think of Razor?
I love him. I love. There was two things today which I thought was hilarious. Firstly, when he said he was sitting there saying, "Oh, you know, you've got to have boundaries," while sitting there in a manky dressing gown that was flapping open, chewing and talking with his mouth full, and then.
Will you see him through to the final? Will he get through? That's a kind of resounding yes, apart from one no, but we got no time for it. Spidey now, should we talk about them just a little bit more? They have upset the others more this week than ever in the history of Big Brother, I think. Will the public have lost support for them, do you think, Cheryl?
I think they could have lost a little bit of support. Depends how much, what they do in the next couple of days, really. But do you know what? It is literally you're either going to be on the Spidey team or you're not going to be on the Spidey team.
Team Spidey.
So, and
I'm Team Spidey all the way.
Are you Team Spidey?
Yeah, Team Spidey.
I think we've got to be fair, they have delivered the majority of the storylines this series. Patrick, do you think they deserve a place in the final?
Oh, they absolutely deserve a place in the final. They've been fantastic. They're a prime example of codependency. They kind of make conjoined twins look fiercely independent, and that is just kind of fascinating in and of itself.
OK, let's talk about Ryan. Hugo, is he a flaming galah or a real spunk?
I mean, he kind of adds a little bit, but, you know, I can't get past kind of Toadie from Neighbours, really. So.
He will always be Toadie from Neighbours,
He's much thinner than Toadie.
Yeah.
That's because he's too busy whacking people with big bottles of water.
Go.
Toadie's exciting in Neighbours, and he's kind of just not lived up to it. Yeah. And I think that's what the problem is. Everyone expects him to be Toadie from Neighbours.
You have the happiest, smiliest face I've seen all day. You're so lovely. Can we just look at him the whole time? OK, so after tonight's show, is there any way that maybe he could be the dark horse?
No.
No, I think no.
No? You guys?
No, he's like a laptop with no internet. Boring.
What a comment to finish on. OK, shall we talk about Ryland Clark? Again, ouch. He's been at the forefront forefront throughout the entire series, along with Spidey. So for that, does he warrant a place in the final, as far as you guys, the voting public? You're gagging to talk, I know you are.
Well, we love him. Everybody loves him, don't they? Yeah. I'm sure he's going to win. Although Spidey have made the show as well. But yes, him to win. Of course he deserves a place in the final.
Does everybody love him, Patrick?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there are so many reasons to love him, but one of the things I particularly love is the way that he doesn't really wear clothes. He just kind of sees pieces of material and just lets them drape off him.
Yeah.
It's like the world is my cape.
A lot of Big Brother fans aren't very happy that he's been leaving the house to go to 2 X Factor rehearsals. Is that going to go against him?
It's not going to make much difference at all.
It's not going to... Oh, you like doing it. And finally, let's talk about Trisha. She is now the bookie's second favourite to win. Yes. Can she pull through, Cheryl, and be there on Friday?
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's possible. No. Giving Spidey those cushions was the single kindest act in human history.
Wow, that's what I was going to say. Tonight, she was the first person really to make up with Spidey. Is this going to help her?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes?
I would have taken their bedding away, not given them more.
OK, what about the general public? Is this going to help her? This is my top twin tonight.
How dare you come here wearing the same as me? With Trisha, she's a lovely, lovely lady, but it's just not enough to win. So I think she'll go. I don't understand this.
But she might get the Scouse block vote.
She might, yeah. But
exactly. Christopher Maloney, the Scouse vote, never count them out. Oh, there we go. OK, very quickly. It's crunch time, so down the line, what...
Sorry.
That was especially for you. Who are the 2 housemates that you think will leave tomorrow, Hugo?
Who will leave tomorrow? Probably, I think, Trisha and Ryan. Or maybe
Trisha and
Claire.
Ryan, Cheryl?
Mechanic Toadie and possibly Frankie.
Oh, Patrick.
Same, Frankie, Ryan.
Oh.
Did you think my head's brave
Yeah.
then?
What do you guys think? That's just a wall of names. You're saying everybody. Whoever goes, they will be braving, quite literally, this studio and your calls tomorrow night. So if you have any questions for them, then get in touch on the usual number. That's enough for now, I think. But join me after the break for the latest news, including... Hold on to your knickers. Paula's return to the house. See you in a bit. Warm and fuzzy as a hug from Heidi. Here's today's news. After Ryan's earlier outbreak, he shared his frustrations with the rest of the house, but that didn't stop Spencer putting his 2 pennies worth in.
There's no need to be guilty. You read... Everyone had the opportunity to read it except for Claire. Everyone could have opened them. I know. It's not a team sport. You didn't let down a team. You're here as Trish. As you said, survival of the fittest. You just breathe. I know. It's all good. Don't let him take away that. He's turning a positive into a negative. I know. 100% you should have read it. I would have read it to you, even if he'd done that.
We just got a second chance, didn't we? And the girls really needed it.
He's supposed to be a tough star, let's say. You never said you're here for the experience, and it's like, that's the experience to deal with. He could have kept it to himself, told Big Brother in the diary room, flow with it. I'm telling you, survival of the fittest. Like you said, you needed it. He's supposed to be tough, man. It's all, you gave birth to the kids. It's a whole nother level. So I would not let him take your joy away. It's not.
Thanks.
It makes me upset that he even.
Thanks, Spence.
You gave birth to the kids. Wasn't this the guy the other night that said women with kids shouldn't go on Big Brother? Yes, he was. He's changed his tune all of a sudden. I thought he didn't care about the letters. Anyway, rant over. At 4:28, a surprise visitor re-entered the house.
Hello, Big Brother.
Paula, Big Brother knows that you've been observing the housemates and taking note of their fashion sense. What have you noted so far?
Drudgery.
Do you think there's room for improvement?
Oh, definitely. I'd love to have a makeover for them all.
Big Brother would like you to keep a close eye on the fashion choices of your former housemates, as Big Brother is interested to hear what you have to say later.
Well, I will very much look forward to that.
Thank you, Paula. Goodbye.
Trish with the leg like my leg. Go on,
I'm
Trish.
just copying off you. Hello, big brother.
Paula, you've seen the housemates dressed up in their finest, but which housemate do you think is the most stylish?
That's easy. Rylan.
Thank you, Paula. Big Brother will be back in touch shortly.
This is Big Brother. Would Rylan come to the large task room?
Oh, they're gonna get you dressed in your
I've been
costume.
chopped out or something.
Rylan, I'm the fashion police, and I'm going to make you my deputy.
Yes, and this glitter!
Yay! Paula's back in the house, and Ryan likes a lot of glitter. Who would have imagined? We're definitely not camp on this show, though. We don't like glitter. That's one fine-ass whistle that boy got. In the second part of the task, the pair of them had to work together to judge the two worst-dressed housemates.
The worst-dressed male housemate is Ryan, and the worst-dressed female housemate is
Trisha.
Thanks, love.
in your words, mutton dressed as lamb. Housemates, to establish which of you is capable of repentance and which of you has committed the worst crimes against fashion, you will take part in a fashion show later today. You will now have 1 hour to work with the fashion police to create 3 unique looks from the clothes provided. All the way from Glamourland, Trisha Penrose. Thank you all for coming. We hope you have a fabulous evening. And remember, every street is a catwalk. Good night. Thank you so much.
Did he really just say that? Right, I can exclusively reveal that Trisha won the task. Well done. And she got to keep the outfits that Big Brother gave her, and they also threw a fashionista party for her, which was lovely. So those are the stories from today, but who has featured in the last bit on the side news item? 2 will be leaving tomorrow. Who will it be? You need to decide. Here are the details. There you go. Get dialing. Helen, we'll catch up with you in a minute. First, we're going to go to the reality gallery. Cheryl, what is happening?
Oh, my gosh, it's really, really exciting. Guess what? After the task, Paula stayed for a celebrity, yeah, a few drinks, basically, she stayed for. And the housemates say an emotional goodbye, and they didn't want to see her leave. And once she's gone, Heidi turns to the bathroom to cry. And the next bit that happens, right, Trisha has been doing an amazing Mrs. Doubtfire impression in the bedroom whilst messaging Rylan. And then Ryan then gets Rylan on the... Oh, it's very exciting. Ryan gets Rylan on the floor to teach him how the best to stretch out and his back and release his tension. It's all very exciting. Look, there's loads of television. It's really good.
OK, I'm going to leave you hyperventilating up there.
I am. It's very good. And
Thanks,
Frankie
Cheryl.
and Ryan and playing and they're all doing things together. La, 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 la,
OK,
la, la.
we'll just switch that off. You've got 50 seconds.
Well, first of all, just everyone check out the website, channel5.com/Big Brother. All the exclusives we have on the website before anybody else. So all the exclusives you just saw then in our news or on the website, stories and videos. Just to remind you all, in case you forgot what we did.
Helen.
Sorry. It's just last week. So, but we asked everyone on Twitter if they sympathise with Ryan. A lot of people are talking about that. And Gillian Horner says, I feel very sorry for Ryan, as I reckon he would have refused the letter if the boys had won the stag do.
Yeah, I do.
I think he would.
See, that's the thing. I think.
But then Mary Brown...
But then I get why the women want to hear from their kids, but then their dads as well.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. That's not... Yeah.
Should we stop there, then? Because we've
I
only
can
got
hear
about
the music
5 seconds to go. That's all for today, unfortunately. Thanks to all of my guests and our lovely audience. Stay tuned for Botched Bodies. It's a delightful programme with a lot of stitching. Tomorrow night, Daniela Westbrook and the return of a gay icon. Nana Julie is going to be here. Not at all camp, this show. Not at all. Hello, Sailor. Plus, our latest evictees will be here. Have a lovely night.